to the cloud. And as I'm letting everybody in, because we're going to have to do that, I didn't realize that it was going to be an admit situation. What I want to tell you is, hi, I'm Moira Kucaba. I am the top coach in the company. And life is crazy. I was just like, the slides aren't working, screaming at my daughter to bring me her computer. This is my computer not working. I'm on like the laptop. That's the laptop to the laptop to the like situation. So just so you know, you never arrive, guys. You never arrive and get it all together. So I'm really, really, really excited to be here with you guys tonight. There is nothing that sets my soul on fire more than just speaking to this incredible network of human beings and coaches that are on a mission to not only change your life, but to change a million lives, right? We get to do the work of changing lives, and that work in turn changes ours, which is such a beautiful gift. Tonight, we're going to be talking about reverse engineering goals. And so I've got some slides. We'll get to them in a minute, but the slides can wait, because if you saw on the call shout out, it said something about like the how to and the feel to. And before you decide how to reverse engineer a goal, and I don't have slides for all the feel to stuff because it's feel to stuff, right? I want to take a moment and just chat. And obviously we're jumping right in, guys. I want to chat about having goals. Goals are different than vision in my book. So a vision, really quickly, little tutorial on what I think a vision and the difference between vision and goals are. A vision is the big picture, right? A vision might be a full page of paper or 3 pages of paper that talks about your body and your home that you're envisioning and the business that you desire and the relationships that you crave and the tribe that you're building and the car that you drive and the way that you're giving back. Like, vision is really multifaceted and really cohesive and deep, right? It's everything. And it's so important to have vision. I read my vision every single day of the week, 365 days a year. But it's equally as important to have goals. And I think the difference is your goals are absolutely part of your vision, but vision is a little bit more juicy, right? And goals are a little bit more concrete. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Your goals need to be SMART goals. People, hopefully you've heard of the acronym SMART for goals: specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. So very different between this juicy vision that like gets your feelings all like just fired up, versus goals should certainly fire you up, but they have to be specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. So before we start this topic about how do we reverse engineer a goal, and I will tell you that if you're not reverse engineering your goals, it's a stroke of luck that you're going to achieve them. Truly, that's my belief. And I do feel like I'm a master at this goal setting thing, and vision and making it all happen. So you've got to get fired up about your goals. So if you guys have goals right now and they're not lighting your ass on fire, then you got to find new goals, right? They should scare you. They should fire you up. They should excite you. They should be the thing that motivates you to show up every single day, right? And I'm going to tie this in at the very end, but the practice, the morning daily practice of reading your vision, of looking at your goals, really quickly, I just saw that my name says Lindsay Matway, and I'm like so honored beyond belief right now. That feels amazing. But the thing that's going to fire you up is your goals. It's going to be the thing that drives you to do the work every day. And if you're not looking at them in the morning, you might think you know your vision, you might think you know your goals, but if it is not front and center, you aren't going to have the fire on a daily basis to drive through all the no's, the exhaustion, the kids' dentist appointments, the COVID. Like, you're not going to be able to push through. We all have life coming at us. Y'all, if you knew my day, like, it's insane. It's insane. And I have coaches all day long being like, well, I'm like, yeah, I got about 20 times. I don't say that, but I'm like, I got about 20 times that going on, but I'm not giving it power, and I'm not using it as an excuse to not drive me towards my dreams and my goals. Right. So we have to cultivate that morning practice, but you have to be connected. You have to be connected towards your goals. So I'm going to share my screen. This is going to be a little difficult because I'm going to have to like admit people from the waiting room the whole time. This is obviously, oh, good. I can do it right here. Can you guys see my screen? Yeah. Can you see the picture of me? Angie, can you see that? I only see a couple of you on my screen. Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to enlarge it to presentation mode because remember, we're on the not Mac Daddy computer and not the good computer. We're on the backup computer. And as you can already see, I'm afraid it's going to just like crash out. So we're just going with this. So we're going to talk about reverse engineering your goals, the how to and the feel to. And what we're talking about right now, do they feel good, right? Now I want to just dig into this a little bit deeper, because if your goals scare you and you're like, that doesn't feel good, no, that is a good thing. Like, we want it to evoke emotion, right? Like intense emotion, whether that's some fear, some excitement, some drive, some like just, butt on fire, like you're going to go chase those dreams. So fear is a good fear here. It's not a negative emotion when I say, do they feel good, right? So I want you to really think about this tonight when we get off this call. I want you to do some work after this call and really ask yourself these questions. Are your goals setting your soul on fire? Because if they're not, we got to redefine them. So are your goals smart? Are they specific? Just like I said earlier, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. And I'm going to give an example here that people always ask me when they go through like my Rise Up course or they're using my planner. A lot of times people will say things like, Moira, I really want to work on my marriage. Like, that's a really important thing in my life. And I don't know how to get that into, make that a smart goal. And my answer to that, and this is just a side note really quickly, my answer to that is that's not necessarily going to be a goal that we're going to reverse engineer, but it can certainly be an intention, right? A major theme, a major focus, and a major intention for your year. Hang on, I've got to like do this. Hang on, I got to open up that. Okay, we're good. But when you have an intention or a focus or just, an intention or a focus like that, right? So it's not necessarily this goal you're going to reverse engineer. What you're going to do with that, did you just see my computer screen like jump all around? What you're going to do with that is you are going to put things on your tracker that align towards that goal, towards that intention, I should say. So if my intention this year, if one of my top 3 intentions was to develop a better relationship with my husband, I'm going to do a lot of work figuring out what are the things that I need to do daily to improve my marriage. And I might come up with things like, I need to give him at least 1 compliment a day, because Lord knows that's not happening. 1 compliment. I might be tracking that I'm actually doing that. And guys, if you would, I think I got it. There you go. The other thing that I might do is track, and this is going to be radically different for everybody. I might track the fact that I'm going to kiss him hello every time he walks in the door. How many of us forget to do that every single day of the week, right? So if there is an intention and a goal that can't be reverse engineered, you've got to make sure that there's things on your tracker that you are literally checking off every day. And guys, I'm telling you, in 2 weeks' time, you're going to notice a huge difference when you're tracking behaviors that are going to push you towards changing this intention in your life, bettering this thing in your life, right? So that's where that comes in. For other things, what we want to go back to is we want to ask ourselves all these questions. Are they smart? And the biggest thing we want to do to reverse engineer is we want to ask ourselves two main questions. But the first one is, what do I need to do? And I like to break the year into quarters, right? Because a lot of the time we're crafting goals, we're either doing it at the very beginning of the year, or what I like to do is I like to revisit every single quarter, and I like to check in, because again, if you're not checking in, if you're not pulling over to the side of the road and going like, okay, stop for a second, I need to figure out where I am, I remember where I'm going, and I need to see if we're headed in that direction or not. And so you have to do that every quarter. So breaking your goals into quarters is great, because right now we're going into kind of we're halfway through Q2, but you can look at it in quarters, and then you're going to reverse engineer that back into months, and then weeks, and then days. But I'm going to give us probably the most common and easy to understand example for this crew, and that is reverse engineering elite. Okay. I'm going to pretend like it's January 1st, just for the sake of how to reverse engineer a goal. So if I was to, and how many, drop in the chat. I don't have the chat open because I'm trying to let all these people in. But drop in the chat if elite is your goal this year, or what your goal is. Is it premier? Is it elite? Is it 2-star? Is it 7-star? Is it diamond? End of year goal, guys, because we need to look out into the future. We're going to get to like what our end of May goal is, but we need to know what our end of year goal is first. So drop the chat. Do we have it? Yeah. Where is the chat? There it is. Okay. Now there's like 85 windows open on my computer. We're rolling with it. I've never had this many windows open on my computer in my life. Okay. 5-star diamond, 7-star elite, 2-star SC10 diamond. Awesome. Star diamond, Catherine, specific. What star diamond by the end of the year? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up to 15. Let me scroll back up. Elite, diamond, elite, 5-star, elite. Great. Okay. So if we were, first of all, if your end of the year goal is diamond, y'all, you need to change that goal right now. Your end of month goal should be diamond. Truly. It is, we always say on my team, don't do the slow death march to diamond. It is way harder to get there slow than it is fast. I feel like this is a teachable moment. I've got to pull back for just a second. Think about this, guys. I have a lot of coaches on my team that go diamond in 30 days. How many coaches makes up a diamond organization? How many coaches makes up a, yes, thank you, Laura Jane, 12, right? So when a coach comes in and they build to diamond in 30 days, they do it with 12 coaches. Makes sense, right? On average, I believe that about 4 coaches drop inactive or cancel per month for anybody, even me. On average, I have about 4 coaches every single month drop off. So in month 2, if I'm not diamond yet, I'm going to have 4 people drop off, and I'm going to have to find 4 more. So if it takes me 2 months to get to diamond, I'm going to need 16 coaches to make it happen. Are you following? Yeah. If it takes me 90 days to get to diamond, I'm going to need another 4 because 4 are going to drop off. So it's going to take me 20 coaches to get to diamond, which means if it takes me 6 months to get to diamond, I'm going to have to recruit 40 coaches in order to be a diamond instead of 12. If Beachbody was opening doors like, what's that old game show, Let's Make a Deal? And they said, behind door number 1, you can be a diamond, and we're only going to make it be 12 coaches for you. Behind door number 2, you're going to have to recruit 40 to be a diamond. What door do you want? Right? It's so much easier to get anywhere in this business fast because of attrition. So really you have to grasp that. I had a coach on my team who I love dearly. I don't know if she's on this call. She's a rock star. She's amazing. She's crushing the business, but she's been in this for years. And she finally hit diamond, and her foot is on the gas and she is rising quickly. But I saw her at my little girl's dance studio, hip hop studio one day, right after she hit diamond. I was so excited to see her in person. I was so excited to congratulate her. And I said, can I ask you a question? I said, how many coaches do you have in your downline, do you think? And she looked at me and she said, kind of like laughing, she goes, over 100. Over 100. Do you want to be the coach that enrolls 100 coaches to get to diamond or 12? Right? So we got to grasp that. But let's move forward because I just think that's so important to understand and grasp. So what do you need to do? If you want to be a 5-star elite coach at the end of the year, I always use Summit. It's usually right about mid-year as the mid-year point. If elite is 5 diamonds, then mid-year, I'm going to have 2.5 diamonds. Like, reverse engineering is a big word that it intimidated me. I was like, how do you reverse engineer something? And when you break it down mathematically, it's like the simplest thing in the world. 5 stars. So I'm going to have to be 2.5 diamonds mid-year at Summit. So that means I'm going to have to be about a 2 or 3 star. Summit is coming up, right? If you set a goal to be an elite coach in January and you are not on track to be 2 to 3 star at Summit, then you are not on track to be an elite coach by the end of the year. Now, I'm not saying you can't. You can absolutely be an elite coach. You can absolutely pop 5 diamonds all at one time. But we have to be realistic and honest with where we are in the business today, so we're not delusional about the end of year goal, right? Because nothing is worse than getting to October and being a 1 star and realizing there's no possible way you're going to hit elite and you're devastated, but it's too late to change the game. If you understand today, May 4th, whatever day, May 4th, that you are not on track, that you can check in and assess the situation and go, wow, what I've been doing is not getting me where I want to go. I need to do something differently. I need to run more coach sneak peeks. I need to talk about the opportunity more. I need to share about it more in my stories. I need to recruit more challengers and give them an awesome experience so they will be interested in paying this gift forward and becoming coaches, right? So we have to know where we are, or you're going to pull over on the side of the road in October and you're going to be in the woods and you're going to be let down. So that's what we want to do. So reverse engineering mid-year. So let's take another example. Let's say, so for a bunch of my team, I know the Beachbody qualification is already passed, but for us, we're doing a lot of, well, you know what? This is actually Meredith Ganell's on this call. She's my coach. I love this analogy, Meredith. I use it all the time. So this is exactly, you actually taught me how to reverse engineer goals from the get-go, but you didn't realize you taught me how to reverse engineer goals. So Meredith had this amazing retreat that I could earn. And you had to be she had some crazy, like, complex diamond map that was almost like a double diamond. Like, you had to be a diamond with 8 coaches on each leg, not 4, right? You had to be a diamond with 8 coaches on each leg, 2 emeralds on each leg, basically a solid diamond roadmap, if you're familiar with that, to earn this retreat. Guys, I was not an emerald when I got wind of the opportunity to take a trip away from my family, right? But that was like my vision. That was the why, that was the feels, that was the thing that fired me up. I was going to make this trip happen no matter what, right? I took out my calendar. I looked at the date that I had to like sign up all these people. I had not signed up one. And this is the power of reverse engineering. There were 8 weeks so there were 2 months. No. I'm sorry. There were 4 months. It was 4 months out. It was 4 months out. And I had nobody signed up. And I had to do this hugely complex diamond thing. And I was like, okay, I don't even know what emeralds are. Really, at that point, I was like, I don't understand like how I build my own emeralds. Like, I can't go there, but I can see that I need 8 coaches on my right and I need 8 coaches on my left, which means I need to go find 16 coaches. And then I looked at my calendar 4 months out. So what does that mean, guys? Reverse engineer that really quickly. I needed 1 coach a week. And this is the difference. I could have sat there and gotten to work and done power hours and listened and posted some on social media and invited 3 people a day and done what Beachbody and my team is telling me to do. But what instead I did, because I reverse engineered that really fast without realizing what I was doing, it just so happened to be 16 coaches in 16 weeks, so it was a gift. It was Monday. If I was going to be on track to go on this trip, I had to sign a coach up by Friday. So I was not inviting 3 people a day. I was doing all those things, but I was like talking to everybody, meeting them at the coffee shop, getting them on the telephone, like talking to everyone in the whole entire world because somebody had to sign up by Friday. And I took massive action because I had a goal that was far off, but I had reverse engineered it to a goal that was 5 days in front of me. If you don't have a weekly goal in your business, you're not lighting your fire the way that you need to. Weekly goals are the most important thing. And here's like what I've trained myself to do in my own business, because we are our boss. We're our own employee. Great. We get to make our own hours. We get to do what we want to do, but we're also the boss, like, right? So we have to motivate ourselves to put the work in. So I hustled insanely that first week. And I signed up 1 coach. I felt like I got to like the top of the mountain and I was like, I did it. And then I was like, crap, it's Monday again. I need to do that again. Like I need to do it again by this Friday if I'm going to be on track. And so I had to do it again. And then the next Monday I had to do it again. And the next Monday I had to do it again. I was talking to so many people. And what do you think I did? Because I had a convicted vision and a why. I wanted that trip so desperately for 1,000 different reasons. I made it happen. The emerald thing magically happened. I figured that part out. But only because I'd reverse engineered it. No different than how many people on this call say every single month that they want to hit Success Club 20. I know I have a ton of people on my team that say they want to hit Success Club 20 every month. And 2 years later, they're still putting that up as their goal and they're still hitting Success Club 6. And I always tell them, listen, you don't have to hit Success Club 20, but quit failing yourself. Like either change what you're doing and get to SC20 or change the goal because you are just letting yourself down every single month. So here's what you need to do with SC20. Because again, a lot of people are like, this is the month, we've got codes, I'm motivated, the kids are in school, this is the month I'm gonna hit SC20. And 2 weeks in, they're still at SC2 and they're still believing they're gonna hit SC20 because they didn't reverse engineer the goal. On Monday morning, where do they need to be on Friday if they're gonna be on track to hit SC20? How different is it to say, I'm going to hit SC20 and I'm going to wake up on Monday and start working my business versus, oh my God, I got to be in Success Club by Friday. I got to be in Success Club on Friday. I got to hit Success Club every single week this month if I'm going to hit SC20. That's what SC20 means. It means Success Club every single week. That feels radically different. That weekly goal feels radically different than the monthly goal. Yeah. All right. So what do I need to do? Right? That's what you need to figure out. So if you're like, I got to hit Success Club, we're going to stick with SC20. If you have to hit Success Club every single week, then what do you need to do? Meaning, how many invites do you need to send out to hit Success Club? That's a metric. You should know what your metric is. I remember in the beginning of my coach journey hating the big goose egg at the top of every month, and the sweat and the anxiety and the stress that I would feel at the beginning of every month. And I was like, I can't handle this. I need a metric. I need to know if I invite this many people, I'm going to hit Success Club. And I looked at how many people I'd been inviting and my Success Club numbers. And I was like, all right, if I invite 100 people, not cold invites, but if I invite 100 people, heartfelt invites, I can pretty much guarantee I'm going to hit Success Club. So I can let all this anxiety and stress go. And I'm also not going to take 30 days inviting 3 people a day to invite 100 people. I'm just going to do it in the first few days of the month, because I didn't like that inviting. And I knew it was the most necessary part of my business, but I just had to take massive action and get it, like rip the Band-Aid off. Guys, it is so much easier to invite 25 people in one sitting. It's just as easy to invite 25 people, I should say, as it is to invite 3. It's just as easy. You get in the groove, right? How many people, I always equate this to running. I used to be a runner. I used to run a lot of half marathons, and the first mile, if you're a runner, you literally trip over your feet, you get a stitch in your side, like you literally cannot run. And you're like, I don't know how my body is, this is possible that I'm going to go run 14 miles. I can't even like put one foot in front of the other. And this hurts beyond all measure. Those are your first 3 invites. No matter if you're 6 years in business and at the top, or you started last week, the first 3 invites are uncomfortable. They're hard. You trip on your words. It doesn't come out right. The energy's not there. But once you do 3, you might as well do 25 more. I believe that most people that are doing really big things in this business invite in huge chunks. They're not inviting 3 people a day. So you gotta know your numbers. What do I need to do? Where do I need to be, right? That's where we're talking about reverse engineering. If 5-star lead is your goal by the end of the year, you got to be 2 to 3 by summit. You got to be 1 star by March 1st. Like you have to have those markers kind of on your calendar. And again, I'm not saying you can't pop. We see people all the time pop, from 1 star to 5-star at the end of the year. But I would much rather know that I'm tracking and trending towards that goal than just crossing my fingers and hoping it magically all comes together at the end of the year. So where do you need to be at the 3-month mark, the 6-month mark? Or if you're looking at a monthly goal, where do you need to be at the end of week 1? It's May. What's your SC goal? You should certainly have an SC goal. You should certainly have a goal of how many coaches you're going to recruit this month. If I'm going to recruit 10 coaches, I better recruit 2 or 3 this week. That changes what I'm showing up and doing in my business every day. Weekly goals are where it's at. And then we're going to wrap with this. What I said in the beginning of the call, you guys, if you're not looking at them every day, you're selling yourself short. You're selling yourself short, because looking at your goals every morning, I read my vision. It's like, I just look at this Rise Up planner, and I'm reading my vision, and I'm looking at my goals, and I know who's in qualification. I know who's pushing for diamond. I know who's pushing for star diamond. And all of a sudden I know by looking at that, what I need to do today. I might think, oh my gosh, I need to hop on a call with her. I need to send her this. I need to check in with these 6 people, versus just showing up and working my business. We've got to work our business being laser focused towards that vision and towards that goal. Yeah. I wish we could just like chat for hours, guys. I feel like I hate talking to people and them not talking back. And I've been trying to let all these people in, so I haven't been able to look at the chat too much. We have literally 1 minute. Oh, you are so sweet. And I have to go hop on a mentorship call. But any last minute questions? Anything that I can answer? Maybe I'll take just one question before we go. Thoughts, questions, anything? Let me stop the share. Oh, Meredith, you're sweet. Thank you. Oh, you guys, I hope so. And feel free, in the beginning, when you felt you ran out of leads, how did you get more? I never ran out of leads. I thought I did. I was the girl that had 200 friends on Facebook, no Instagram. You guys, I came number 5 in the company and I didn't have Instagram. So don't believe that you need 50,000 followers to do big things in this company. That is so not true. I had recruited on average, literally on average, my statistic numbers were on average 10 coaches a month, a lot of which were discount coaches, 10 coaches a month the year I went number 5. So you don't need big numbers and big things and a huge following to do big things and change tons of lives, right? So you don't run out of people. You build those, it's the compound effect. You reach out and build relationships with people every single day. And the way that I largely did that and still advise my coaches to do that is friends of friends. Think about it. If you went and added 10 friends on Facebook and you have 20 mutual friends in common with all of them, but you don't know them, there's immediate trust there. There's immediate relationship there. There's immediate connection there. That is radically different than a stranger in Idaho on Instagram, right? So friends of friends of friends of friends of friends, that 7 degrees of separation, like that's your network. That's where it's going to happen. You know, my top coach, Aaron Hopkins, always says, your diamond is built from your dining room table. Meaning like the people that know and love you and trust you. That's how diamonds are built, right? Ask them for your support. And she used to say that over and over, and I've always loved it. But one day I realized I built pretty much a superstar organization with people that I knew at some point in my life. These were not strangers that were following me on Instagram because I was a certain rank or I had followers. It was nothing to do with that. It was organic, real, old school relationship building. That's how my entire business was built. I think one of my 15 diamonds in that business center was somebody I didn't know when I started coaching. So talk to your people, reconnect with your people. They're there to help. All right, you guys, that is it from me. I can't wait to be on this call again. This was super fun. I hope you guys got a lot out of it. I'm late to another call, so I'm going to zip over there. And let's make it a great May, you guys. Go out there and change all the lives. Bye, guys.